Have you ever found yourself making decisions based solely on the odds of something happening? Perhaps you've decided not to take an umbrella out because the weather forecast said there was only a 10% chance of rain. Or maybe you've bought a lottery ticket, convinced that this time you might just be the lucky one-in-a-million winner. These are instances where we base our actions on the probability of an event. Welcome to a journey into the fascinating world of logical fallacies. Today's topic: the appeal to probability fallacy. This is a common mistake in reasoning where we assume that because something is probable, it is therefore inevitable. Consider this scenario. Just because there's a 1 in 3 chance that a rolled die will land on a number greater than 4, it doesn't mean that if you roll the die 3 times, one of those rolls will definitely result in a 5 or a 6. Each roll is an independent event, and the outcome of one roll doesn't affect the outcome of the next. Another classic example of this fallacy is the gambler's fallacy. This is the belief that if something happens more frequently than normal during a certain period, it will happen less frequently in the future, or vice versa. For instance, if a coin lands on heads 5 times in a row, it doesn't mean the next toss is more likely to be tails. The coin doesn't have a memory, and the chance of getting heads or tails is still 50-50. The appeal to probability fallacy can also be found in everyday life. For example, you might hear someone say, "Most accidents happen close to home, so it's safer to travel far away." This statement ignores the fact that the reason most accidents happen close to home is because people spend more time around their homes, not because proximity to home inherently increases the risk of accidents. So, what are the key things to remember about the appeal to probability fallacy? First, just because something is probable, it doesn't mean it's certain to happen. Probability deals with the likelihood of an event, not its certainty. Second, each event is independent. The outcome of one event doesn't influence the outcome of another. And finally, don't let the appeal to probability fallacy lead you astray. It's easy to be swayed by the odds, but remember, they're just one piece of the decision-making puzzle. To avoid falling into the trap of the appeal to probability fallacy, always consider other factors that could influence the outcome, and remember that just because something is likely, it doesn't mean it will definitely happen. So, the next time you're faced with a decision based on probability, remember to take a step back, look at all the factors, and don't let the odds cloud your judgment. Because in life, as in logic, things aren't always as probable as they seem.